Happy Monday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. It is time for Shift Your Thinking Daily, where we transform our inner experience to a phenomenal outer experience. For now, 10 minutes of our day, we do it together. Before we jump into today's message, let's go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths. That way we move the energy around, release some tension, especially on this hot Monday. It's hot in Southern California. And very grateful for that, by the way. So very grateful, because that means I get to enjoy my days at the beach as we start to warm up. And that's exciting. Okay, join me. Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe in and out. Woo! All right. Say hi, say hello, drop a comment down below if you're new to me. Welcome. My name's Puerto. I'm an active, licensed California real estate professional, creator and founder of many cool things, books, projects, curriculums, workshops, and so much more that you can check out at lasuperagent.com. Again, that's lasuperagent.com. More importantly, this show and everything that I create really is out of the love and purpose in teaching youth real estate literacy terms, concepts, and careers. So, with that being said, I want to make sure you support. Learn more about what we're doing with Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation. Currently teaching a Monday session for 1 hour here in the greater LA area with Youth United. Thank you to the executive director, Terry Bell. She's been really great and has brought me in to touch the lives of a handful of young students from first grade to fifth grade. We're planting those seeds of real estate terms, concepts, and careers. Okay? And additionally, I'm excited to share, we are almost at the conclusion of our series of Shift Your Thinking. We are on episode 195 today. That means we've got 5 more episodes before we wrap this up. 195, and we're continuing from Dean Del Sesto's Shift Your Thinking, 200 Ways to Improve Our Lives. And remember that Shift Your Thinking is a bonus series alongside our feature show, Ready, Set, Real Estate, where we discussed the flips, flops, booms, busts, raw and uncut of real estate with special guest millennial features. All right. I'm in the section. Oh, I love this word. This is like the super you. The super you. I'm going to call it the super you. I'm in the section where he says, I think it's time I become extraordinarily me. Activate your super you. He says, to be a poser or not to be a poser? That is the question. Shakespeare. This author is clever and witty. He says, ever find yourself becoming someone other than a true you just so you can feel accepted? You know, social media has really done this. A lot of fake people. And people are losing themselves. He says, the battle to just be is one that is tested at every turn of life. And every circumstance, conversation, and event is an opportunity to be either inauthentic or fully ourselves without reserve, filter, or facade. He says, so rather than spend mental energy and stress trying to fit the mold, build, or circumstances, we can let our shoulders down, forgo the spotlight of performance, and just relax into ourselves, which, by the way, is nearly effortless. Go ahead and drop in the comments, just be me. Just be me. Just take a moment of silence right there. It's okay to be extraordinarily you. You're super you. What is your superpower? He says, I missed out on that effortlessness during my young adult life and into my early adult life because I was busy manufacturing whatever image I needed to look right, say it right, do it right, to be accepted, and just deal with whatever circumstances needed from me. He says, I mentioned in an earlier shift point that at one point I told my wife, he says, I've got so many facades, I can't keep them straight. You wearing that many masks? How many masks are you wearing? I remember that has been part of my growth. So part of who you see, you know, me activating my super you as super agent, and me just creative and really just living out my visions, y'all. I am so happy because I'm doing what it is that I want to do. I'm so enamored with Ready, Set, Real Estate. I'm so enamored with my business, with my growth, with myself, because I am pushing myself. It may look easy. It may look easy. It is not easy because there's a lot of mental work, a lot of discipline that goes in to seeing through and executing on a vision. But that's me just being me. This is me just being me. Sharing my gift with the world. He says, and so let me add to that. Let me finish that point because I was going somewhere with that. Where I am now has taken work. Once upon a time in my life, I wore many masks. I was living a double, if not triple life at times. I had to be one way out in the world. I was one way at home. I was one way with family. I'm wearing all these different masks because I was masking pain. I was masking the truth of what was really hurting me. And when I finally had enough and I no longer wanted to carry on like that, and more importantly, I said I was not destined to live like this. I knew I wasn't destined. I knew in my very fiber in my DNA that I was not destined to live like this. Now, where I am now, I absolutely love how I live, how I breathe, how I move, how I act. And when I say act, I'm referring to action. My action. Let's continue and wrap it up. He says it would begin the process of stripping me of my facades. And they would begin to disappear, and they did. He says the more honest I became, the more power they lost. They being the facades, the mask that he was wearing. The more honest, and that's what I said. I was done. I didn't want to live like that. That wasn't my truth. I wasn't in my truth. He says, I discovered in this process that the level of our vulnerability, drop in that comment, type comment down below, vulnerability to share from a place of total transparency will be proportioned to the removal of facades and the freedom to just be extraordinarily us will reveal itself. In contrast, the danger in keeping up any desired image is that without being fully ourselves, we never quite get to make the fine adjustments because we are always adjusting the image. Wow. Know some folks always adjusting the image. He says the plastic, and that in of itself is a full-time job. All right. That was a good one for Monday. This is a great one. If you start your week on Monday, I start mine on Sunday. If you start on a Monday, and wherever you're listening at this point in time, mine at 10 minutes. Mine needs 10 minutes before, during, and after of your day. Take the time to think about which mask, because you're wearing many, which one will you start to remove and get closer to being the super you? Because when you look at how you were created, profound. With that, I say, love you, love you, love you, and have a powerful and productive day. I'll see you tomorrow as we continue our series of Shift Your Thinking. Bye.